Hello, hello, hello.
It's me, Wally Bear.
Actually, it's not.
It's me, Homestar92. I'm back with my girlfriend, whose channel this is, and Let's Play, so I will stop stealing her thunder.
Please, I would appreciate that. Make your own damn Let's Plays. Oh, wait.
But, I'm, still sticking around co-commentating to help get this done, because she is still not fully confident in her ability to produce witty, good commentary on her own.
Man, those cavemen just love me.
But,
Better watch out, John. You've got some competition.
But that'll change soon. So,
I can just see this about to be a disaster.
yeah,
Never
so
mind.
can I. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, we thought his mom was gonna walk in and be like, "Hey, John, where do you want me to put your underwear?" It would have been something like that, you know it.
Usually.
I think I tried to do a neat glitch trick right here and fail at it about 5 times, so...
What, are you trying to prematurely break that chest?
No, I'm trying to get across there without using the bridge. Oh, I made it the first try.
What does that accomplish?
I don't know, I just epically failed at that, though.
Oh, you epically failed at this numerous times, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm no good at this minigame.
And the second wave is even... Does this have a second wave?
Yeah, the second wave is the one I fail at every time. I suck at it.
You did... Well, obviously you passed it. This is a 100% run.
Yes. Oh god,
You
this
failed.
minigame killed me.
You failed.
I know.
Maybe you didn't. I thought I saw one of them get eaten. There it is.
Ugh. Horrible.
Oh yeah, I forgot the one rule of post-commentary. Don't react too quickly in case it gets out of sync. Right.
Being out of sync is not a good thing.
Yeah, and my Link's Awakening one, I have a hard time with it because, like, I'm using the emulator's built-in recorder, and it records at a slightly different speed than Audacity, so inevitably my audio gets out of sync, so that leads me to believe I should probably just man up and use Camtasia, like I, used
Stop
to.
stealing my thunder!
Anyway.
Do not appreciate.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like more lizard eggs are... Oh, never mind.
You gotta go save the princess! Wrong game. With worse dialogue.
Please,
If it's possible.
Please help us again.
please, help.
Did the bridge roll out?
Yeah, it did.
But you never talked to the guy on the other side. Isn't he
Nope.
supposed to roll out the bridge?
Yes,
It's just assuming since you passed the mission that you talked to him, I guess.
I'm assuming. Oh, hey, he's right there, dummy. I hate myself. Oh, I failed miserably.
Yeah,
Bye.
you lose. Oh, hi, Frank. My cat just walked in.
Meow. I wish he would meow. His meow is very pretty. He goes, wow.
My cat has a very masculine meow.
He's playing with your NES Advantage.
Well, he's just getting the power.
Nintendo power.
Anyway, it could be worse. He could be
Why
playing...
would I go around? That's why.
You got him. That was bull.
I know. I remember when that happened. I was staring in shock and awe that I blew fire on him and he didn't die.
When you initially did this, were you trying to do live commentary, or did you, by this point, decide that you were going to make it a post
I made it all
commentary?
post because remember we sat down and recorded this whole game in one sitting.
Right.
I think that might have been
Thank
the first
you
time.
for helping.
We recorded up to the level with the electricity. Those gear grinders. We did up to there with live commentary.
No, we didn't. It's
you
all
sure?
post. Yeah, sorry about the commentary. The reason I'm not confident yet is I am absolutely 100% sure that none of you want to hear about my personal life, because I would run out of things to say, and then I would start talking about my personal life, which is not good. So, I kind of gave up.
Yeah, you've just got to talk about anything. It doesn't matter.
Except your personal life.
Even then, it's okay in certain quantities. It's...
What about eating candy?
Sure. The best way to make good Let's Plays is never stop talking for any reason.
Okay then. This candy is actually really nasty. How do you eat this, John? It's really gross.
I like it. We went to a store called Jungle Gems, which is a store in the Cincinnati area that sells international food.
Ugh.
And we're in the United States, and for any British audience members we have, I bought a bag of Maynard's sours, and I think they're really good, actually.
I like them all, except the grape ones are just horribly nasty.
So if any viewers from the UK are here, you've probably eaten that candy before, and I don't know.
I must say, though, for those of you who are not Brits, Smarties
Isn't,
are chocolate in Great Britain. They're not sour fruit flavored, sour, chalky things.
I think Brits counts as a racial slur, actually.
Well, I'm not racist against British people. I just thought it was an abbreviation. I apologize.
The technically correct thing, as I learned from the works of Ian Fleming, is Briton. Like Briton, like he is a Briton. But then again, that also might be 1950s terminology, but I'm not British, so I don't know. But, yeah, we are... You know what? I'm sure no one's offended. I don't get offended when I get called a Yankee or a gringo, so...
I actually think British people have the best humor ever.
Yes, Monty Python is pretty much the funniest thing since...
Monty Python.
Don Knotts. I don't know.
Who is Don Knotts?
He's the guy who always got... he was in Scooby-Doo a lot when they were unmasking the people and there were like 15 layers of knots. Bob the mailman! No, that can't be. It's... Pulls off another mask. Joe the janitor! No, that can't be right. Don Knotts!
When I hear Knott's, it makes me think of Knott's Berry Farm.
Well...
Free advertising for them!
If you want an example of Don Knotts... There are way too many ostriches.
Ah.
The brochure said there would only
Whoops.
be a couple of ostriches.
Excuse the random sound. I sprayed a can of Tag on accident. I'm gonna put that down now. I've been holding that since we started, actually.
Yes.
Oh, now my
But-
finger smells like man.
Back to what we were talking about before, Don Knotts. I like British candy, and she likes British Smarties, but I'm not a chocolate person, so I don't like British Smarties. I like American Smarties, especially the giant ones. Those are my favorite.
Maybe America is like the not normal in Smarties, and maybe everyone else's are chocolate.
Or maybe only America and England have Smarties at all.
If anybody knows about this, please tell us. We're interested. We're too lazy to Google it.
And please don't give me a link to that Let Me Google That For You site. That annoys the crap out of me. Just saying.
It doesn't annoy me. John, this is my channel.
True.
Stop taking over.
Well, when I log in to upload these videos, yeah, I kind of edit and upload these, by the way. I noticed that you don't
things.
ever check your comments.
I'm never on the computer. I am never on the computer because I have an iPad. And it's just so handy. It's like, you know, I could go down the hall and go to my room and get on the computer, but my iPad's right here.
But you cannot upload videos to YouTube from an iPad, unless, of course, you have a 3G.
I have a computer. I'm not incapable of using it, and in fact, I am very, very computer literate.
Whoa, frames dropped. Okay.
Very much so. A lot of frames dropped. Excuse that, please.
Yeah, that was, probably the computer got bumped, because my computer has a security feature, which is handy unless you're trying to render video. Basically, if it detects the computer is getting bumped around, it disables the hard drive to prevent data loss. But when you're rendering video, it creates
I
a
got a skill point.
chop in the video, basically.
I don't know what I got a skill point for. I think you kill all those little flying dinosaur dragon-looking things.
In later Insomniac games, like in starting with I think the second Ratchet and Clank game, they actually give you a list of the skill points in the game. Like they give you a cryptic hint, and you know that way you can keep track of how many skill points you've gotten. There were skill points in Ratchet 1. I just don't know if there was a list like that, because I got a skill point from killing an enemy by shooting him in the back through an exhaust vent.
What do they give you for skill points in that game?
There's no lives. I think you just get a little marker that says skill point and maybe a bunch of bolts. I don't know. I've only played 1, 2, which is going commando. I skipped Up Your Arsenal so that I could play the Future Trilogy, and I'm currently working on Tools of Destruction. When PlayStation Network went down, I actually have 2 PlayStation Network accounts and have for a long time. And one of them is American and one of them is English, because the 2 regions have different freebies. That's why I did that. And because I had one account from each region before it went down, I got 2 free games from each region. So even though I'm in America, one of my free games was Ratchet and Clank, the second
Quest
one.
for Booty?
Quest for Booty, which is something that no American PSN account has gotten as a freebie.
Sucks for us.
Yeah, when PlayStation
suck.
Network went down, I got so many free games, or not even all related, but even in the general time period.
Did you see that? I got that bone and it took me away from the 2 gems that were on the cliff in that.
Yeah, and now you have to go back.
Now I have to watch Boney dance. Unless I skipped it, because I realized I started skipping the cutscenes inadvertently, and I am so sorry.
That's not Boney.
In case you wanted to...
Boney's a dog.
Well, I always called him Boney. Oh well. But, I'm so sorry if you wanted to watch them. I'm sure you didn't.
That's
if you do,
okay.
they're probably all on YouTube somewhere. You can find them.
That's okay. Mama will help you.
Hoop hoop rust. Sorry.
I promise we're not racist people.
We're really not. My
Um.
favorite teacher was a British lit teacher. He was a cool guy.
I don't think... You know, that just tells you British literature is better than American. I don't think in England they have classes in high school for American literature.
They probably actually do.
Maybe. I mean, we had, like, Mark Twain and all that good stuff, but...
You could tell us about that if you knew.
Anyway, this is about where we start splitting the video, so I think it's time for an outro.
Are you sure we're skipping here?
Yes. So, I'm Homestar92,
And I'm Tay Yellow Star.
and we'll see you guys in the future.
Trilogy.
Later.
Actually,
Actually-
we're not stopping yet.
No,
We forgot.
we continue playing briefly until we get to the next level.
And actually, by we, he means him, not me, because I
You.
questioned his...
But you know what? Now we're quitting. So,
You know,
bye for real.
see you later. Whatever.